welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing something a little bit different. Today's video is kind of a conspiracy theory video. I know I haven't posted in like 2 weeks, but that's just because my camera is broken, which is really annoying. But Zach has lent me his camera to film this video so I can get something up. So today I'm going to be talking about the show 13 Reasons Why, and you've most definitely probably heard of this show, if not watched this show. I mean, it is blowing up all over the internet. But if you haven't seen the show, watch the show first, come back to this video because this video has a lot of spoilers. So the first theory is probably the most popular theory, you probably already know about it, but this theory is that Tyler shot Alex and framed it to look like a suicide. So this theory begins in one of the episodes when we see Tyler buying something off a guy and it's really dodgy and it's most likely a gun that he's purchasing. The guy selling something to Tyler asks him, do you know how to use it? And something like, it's got a lot of kickback. So it's obviously a gun that Tyler is buying. And then in the last episode we see Tyler has a bunch of guns. He has a huge collection hidden away in his room, and it is easy to assume that because he has so many guns and is buying all these guns, that he is planning a school shooting. So we already know that Tyler is kind of a bit of a stalker and a bit crazy. It's not really a stretch to assume that he wants to go into the school and start shooting everyone. So that is what you'd assume. But then there's the clip shown of a bunch of photos that Tyler has taken, and all these photos are of everyone who had something to do with Hannah's suicide, and they're all like pinned up, lined up, and Tyler takes down the photo of Alex. The theory behind this is that he's actually just lined up a bunch of people on his hit list and he's just shot Tyler and he's taken it down. So instead of a school shooting, he's actually planning on just using the guns to kill everyone who had a part in Hannah's suicide, and Alex was the first one to go down. So the second theory is that Tyler actually had nothing to do with Alex's shooting or death, and that Alex did in fact commit suicide. If that was the case, then what's with the clip of Tyler taking down Alex's photo? A lot of people will think that the reason he took down his photo from his hit list was because he is taking him off his hit list because he doesn't think that he deserves to die. There's a few clips within the season of Alex actually defending Tyler and sticking up for him when he is being bullied, so that could be a reason why Tyler doesn't want to kill him and has taken him off his list. Throughout the whole season we also see that Alex is really distraught and bet up about Hannah's suicide and has taken a lot of blame and feels awful for his and his friend's part in the whole matter. This can be seen through many things, such as him picking fights. He quit band, which was like a hobby, and when people get depressed and suicidal, they tend to quit things that they love. There was also the scene at Bryce's house where Alex threw himself into the water and it looked as though he was trying to drown himself. I actually thought he was at first until he pulled himself up. This could have been Alex actually trying to kill himself, but then having doubts and second thoughts and then coming back up. There was also a scene, I think in the second last episode, where Alex started to clean his room, and Hannah was also shown cleaning her room before she committed suicide. So there seems to be quite a pattern with cleaning your room before you kill yourself. So that could be another clue to the fact that Tyler didn't kill Alex, that Alex did actually kill himself. The third theory I'm going to be talking about today is that Alex was not even the gunshot victim in the ambulance, and it was actually Justin. And the main reason that this is a theory is because in the scene where we see the victim in the ambulance, you can see their hair is brown and not bleached blonde white hair like Alex does. They could have actually just used a fill-in for this scene just so it would be obvious that it was Alex in the ambulance, because at the time that this scene was shown, we don't yet know that Alex is dead. So if they did use Alex with the bleached hair, it would be obvious that Alex was dead. So I can understand as like the directors and producers, whatever, the decision to not use a blonde guy. Or it could be because the guy in the ambulance who was shot is not actually Alex, but it's Justin. This theory was started because it was shown that Justin had access to a gun. There was a scene where Justin pulled out a gun from a pot in his kitchen, so it was obvious he had an access to a gun, so it could have easily been him killing himself. I don't know. And people also believe this theory because when he was talking to Bryce, he said, "I will probably never see you again." This could be because Justin was, you know, planning his suicide, or it could just be because he never wants to see his rapist friend again, or it could be because, you know, Bryce will probably end up in jail. Another thing I wanted to mention, which I think is kind of a little bit funny, is Clay's scar. And I understand that the only reason why he had the scar was so we know the difference between the present and the past. But there was a huge continuity error in the healing process of his scar. When Alex got into a huge fight, he was very beaten up and it was really sad, but his face was very bruised and he had a huge swollen eye. And then I think maybe on like the next episode or maybe a couple episodes later, Alex's face is basically healed, but Clay's little scratch on his forehead, not scratch, cut, wasn't healed yet. And that's just like a huge continuity error because obviously Alex's face would take way longer to heal than Clay's cut. But I understand why they did that. And the last theory, well, this isn't really a theory, it's more of something you probably missed when you watched the show, and that is that Hannah is actually still alive. And I'm going to explain it now, but hopefully I can do this because I'm probably like going to butcher this completely. But in the last episode, when all the kids are being interviewed, they're being filmed and there is a timestamp on the bottom left corner with a date. And the date reads 10th of November 2017. And this date has not yet happened yet. This date is in the future. So none of the story has actually happened yet if we align it up with real time, except for some. Stuff that has really happened is that Hannah has gone to the park with Justin. Hannah's met Jessica and Alex and they've become good friends. They've had a fight over Alex's little list thingy. Tyler stalked Hannah, Courtney painted Hannah as a lesbian, and Hannah went on a date with Marcus. So if this TV show was real and we aligned it up with real life's timeline, then Hannah would have just gone on her date with Marcus. So none of the other stuff has happened yet, it's all in the future, meaning that Hannah is actually still alive. I think the reason why they said it in the future actually holds a really important message, which is basically the message of the whole show, in that it's never too late, we don't know what's going on in other people's lives, and should basically just be nice to each other. So basically, if we're there for each other and are nice to each other, then we can prevent things like this from happening. And in the case of Hannah Baker, it can still be prevented. And I think this is to show that there might be someone in your life that might be going through similar things that Hannah was going through, that he or she might in the future take their own lives, but there's something you can do to help change it. So yeah, that's it. So if you like this video, then give me a big thumbs up so I know to make more videos like this. Leave me a comment down below and please subscribe if you haven't yet. It will mean a lot to me. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching.